I want to talk real quick about someone who's I'm gonna be honest with you. Joe Madison is a legend, the Eagle, in radio. He's been doing radio probably longer than I've been alive. Um, Sorry if that's overestimating that, Joe. But he's going on a hunger strike. I'm going to discuss this a whole lot more in depth as I get a chance to speak with my friend Cliff Albright from Black Voters Matter because of the reason that Joe Madison is going on the hunger strike. It is to bring attention to the need for Congress to pass a voting rights bill. We've seen results of the gerrymandering that is taking place, the redistricting. We've seen the results of the voter suppression bills across the country. We've seen the crackdown intentionally on black voters. And yet the Congress has not done anything, particularly because of people like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Well, famed radio host Joe Madison has had enough, and he's going on a hunger strike. So we want to send solidarity and love and bring attention to it. So everyone who's listening and watching, please go over to his social media, whether it is Facebook or Twitter, and send some love and encouragement. He's not a young whippersnapper. Heck, I don't know if I could do a hunger strike, notwithstanding the I don't have James here to laugh with about me going on a hunger strike, but still, just it takes a lot out of you. If you followed hunger strikes like we had those sisters who were striking on behalf of the Palestinian plight of the Palestinian people. We've had the hunger strike to bring attention to what's happening to indigenous populations. And these hunger strikes take a high toll very quickly. So please send in some encouragement over there to our brother, Joe Madison, famed radio host, and one of the people who actually kind of inspired me to get into this format. Speaking truth to power through media.
Yeah, Ben,
Go ahead.
we do have sound on that, so we can play some of his announcement. But good morning, everyone. I just wanted to mention that, like, a lot of people, I feel like, kind of swat away or make light of hunger strikes. Like, oh, we fast. There's holidays where I fast, or, you can go without food for 2 weeks, but it really depends on a person's health, person's age, and,
right.
What your body's going through.
Do me a favor, Opportunity, do me a favor and run that. I don't mean to, well, I wanted to run it as a B-roll so people could see it, but let's pause here and run the clip. Here's Joe Madison announcing his hunger strike. And David, we'll get right back to you. Let's run that clip real quick.
I'm going on a hunger strike. I'll just say it. Now let me read the statement that I released, that's been released this morning. I'll read it. You can go, it's online. You can go online. It's online. I've shared it with a few individuals before this morning. So, as a political protest, I am beginning a hunger strike today by abstaining from eating any solid food until Congress passes and President Biden signs the Freedom to Vote Act or the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Now, both bills have recently passed by the House of Representatives. Both are stalled in the Senate. Neither bill has garnered the requisite of 60-vote majority and have been unable to circumvent the required majority due to the Senate filibuster rule. Now, as all of you know, my show is action-oriented. It personifies taking action. I always say, what are you going to do about it? Now, again, questions will be asked. Well, aren't you concerned about your health, about yourself? And I'll tell you what my response to that is. I have 4 children, 5 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. I am more concerned about what's going to happen to them and our country. And this is not business as usual. It simply is not business as usual. I have never, and this is what I'm hearing and seeing, I've never seen this kind of fear since the civil rights movement.
So, yeah, no, that's Joe Madison. And again, I've been following him for, I've been following his work for years. And it's good, David, to see him. I know he's been a man of action. This is a big thing, though. And you were getting ready to say the kind of effects that it has. I wanted you to hold that to this part because I wanted people to see. A lot of people may not know who Joe Madison is, but he's an older guy. And when you're talking about hunger strikes, David, you were getting ready to say something. Go for it.
Yeah, no, just that you don't, there's underlying issues, there's age, there's stresses, don't know what's going on in someone's life. And to especially I'm not sure if you mentioned his age. I don't know how old he is per se, but clearly he's up there. So it's just a matter of like taking that into consideration. And right. It's not necessarily a joke. We even saw the young people outside the White House, I think 10 days in, less than 2 weeks, where they were testing their blood pressure and preparing to go to the emergency room because they couldn't really function.
Right. Right. So we want to keep our eyes on this and just, everyone send encouragement via social media to Brother Joe Madison. He's on Twitter. He's on Facebook for sure. But show some love and support. And we're standing in solidarity with them.